and welcome to Business Unusual. We've been talking about thriving in and post-COVID-19 crisis. And we are asking ourselves, have you been laid off? Have your business gone down? Is that the end of you? Or there's something you can do that you can boost you back into business beyond this crisis? My name is Susan Opio.
And my name is Charles Opio.
Now, we are giving ideas, and we are saying that there are some ideas we can give you that can help you move into this into business in this crisis and beyond. We've talked about an e-commerce consulting company. Now, can you talk about digital courses or online coaching?
Again, we insist.
Yes.
The fulcrum of this season begins with the knowledge of the tech companies that exist now. That make it so easy for us to actually adjust where in the past people did not know what to do next. And so as we speak, we've spoken on a techie. Now let's just go to normal people. And normal people meaning, do you have a skill? What is your natural skill?
So when you mean normal people, you're not saying tech people are abnormal?
I'm just saying normal because there's two worlds today, analog and
so there's
digital.
The analog. So when you say the normal people are the analog who have not crossed over.
Yes, which simply means
clarify that.
You have what I would call a natural skill. More of a natural skill, maybe music, maybe you know history, maybe you know about some menu, whatever. There's so many things that we know naturally. You could even be in sports. It doesn't matter what is a natural skill you have. Now this is the window you can turn that into business. You can actually begin a digital course online.
Meaning you can start a virtual school. That's what you're saying.
To teach what you do. You could even be a gym instructor who says we must come to the gym.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
In fact, I prefer it at home.
Exactly. You can start a live streaming program, log people in, they will pay you to be able to take them through certain courses every week.
Now I understand what you mean, normal people.
Normal
people. Where
you
have a skill, and you're saying, wait a minute, you've been analog. People have been coming to the gym.
Exactly.
Now you're saying, listen, gym instructor, you need to go to the people.
Exactly. And since you can't travel house to house, this is easy. Who says, maybe you're a class teacher, do tuitions. Because of COVID, because of people not being able to interact, here you are. It doesn't matter, it could be music, it could be anything you're good at.
I'm loving that issue of digital courses because it touches on everyone. You sitting here and you're saying, listen, many moms are wondering, I'm working from home, I don't know what to do with infants, with toddlers, you can start a course. And it's only 1 hour a day, or once a week, twice a week, and you have a school.
And you know the beauty? You can start a course on how you raised your own child.
This is
not about, this is reality. This is not about what you're qualified for. What is the one thing you've done well that works for you?
How do you keep a house neat? Because the more we stayed home during this season, the more we realize that, wait a minute, I think I need someone to come and help me organize.
Exactly.
So when you talk about all those things, notice how many courses you can start, and these courses do not need a facility. These courses do not need you to have overheads, lots of overhead.
Nowadays, you need just your smartphone. You don't even need high-end cameras to start your course. You can teach us gardening. How to keep a home garden, interior design, how to tidy up your room. Listen, I'm trying to go to the simplest.
It's not simple. It's actually very important. And you notice that like now, when we talk about, for example, you said that before in one of our broadcasts, that if you look at a makeup artist and you look at the hits on their shows.
They're some of the greatest earners on YouTube right now.
On YouTube.
So you can monetize anything online now. So what should you do? 1, look at your skill. 2, there are 2 ways to teach online. You can do YouTube videos. You can do live streaming on Facebook. But then take a little time to study how to charge people online. Either it's a login, passwords, there's so many ways to do it. If you're teaching something more complex, like courses, history, listen, there are some histories of places people just want to know. It's where you grew up. People just want to know.
And you can no longer say that I went to school and I paid $20,000, therefore I'll charge people $15,000. Not anymore. What you're talking about are courses that you can charge much less, but you have wider clientele.
Let me tell you, right now, some of the top people in the world, producers, musicians, are doing something called masterclass, which is costing less than $100.
Yes.
And they're teaching you the best in their arts. They're basically teaching you what they do. So this is what you have to go. So if you do not know how to do this, one of the things you can learn to do, go online and look for something called LMS, Learning Management Services. You can learn how to put your own programs online, your stories, your books, whatever it is, and then commercialize it.
Yes.
And people will begin to study that.
Yes.
So all those are possibilities of where you can go.
So when you're talking about businesses, still need to keep their books.
Yes.
Of course, when you're talking about, still talking about digital courses.
Yes.
You're still talking about you have a skill.
Yes.
You can teach that skill.
Absolutely.
And starting doesn't require lots of overhead or equipment, like we are saying.
Yes.
So advising this one person who says, like you say, you're coming from analog.
Exactly.
You need to do a course online. You've been teaching music.
Yes.
Give an advice to such a person.
Listen, one of the things you need to do is once your business starts, the reality is we're going to learn how to do a lot of businesses online. Countries are changing. Let me give an example. In Kenya, you can start a business online. You can register your company and everything. The next thing is, obviously, because it's a company, it has an account, you will need to keep books. There are people out there who can do your books for you. Are you one of the accountants? Some of us need help with tax returns.
Yes.
Need help with just the most basic things. Need help to know what is taxable and what is not. All these are services people are willing to pay for. You used to be an accountant in a company. You can now be an accountant of companies. Individual companies of many people. You could be charging a fraction of what was done. You can be paid per job, but in the end, you'll earn more than you ever earned.
I think this, when you talk about these businesses,
yes,
we are saying that the first thing that people need to acquire, if you're the one who is going to offer services, is trust.
Trust.
People need to trust you. People need to come and understand that. More so in Kenya, where when you talk of online business, it's almost like, let me finish everything, then I pay you.
Yes.
Why? There's something lacking. Trust. Now, that's the first thing you need to do.
Exactly.
Then after that, you have to come and say, listen, I'm not charging this big figure. I don't want to go and build a house with one client.
Exactly.
Calm down
and realize
Don't pay your
rent with one client.
Yes. So we are saying that there are many factors that you need to put in, and I love what you've just said. Are you an accountant? Are you somebody who is a bookkeeper?
Yes.
This is something people do, whether businesses are going up or down.
They have to keep books.
You have to keep books.
We even need to show losses.
Yes.
An accountant.
Yes.
And a bookkeeper.
What about repairs?
Now, this is one thing that it becomes common. In such situations, in crises, and in this kind of environment, people prefer to repair things and to buy new ones.
So remember, the message going around is this is a recession, this is a pandemic, this is a depression, or whatever it's called. That mentality, that word sends a mentality into the people. It actually creates an environment. This particular one you're saying is people prefer to repair.
Absolutely.
Before, I could have just done away with this.
And repairs are in every realm.
Yes.
Repairs can start from sports shoes, because people realize they want to keep fit and healthy.
Oh, yes.
Repairs can be bicycles, because people are now riding more.
They have more time, yes.
They have more time.
Yes.
Repairs are houses and homes, because you never spent much time there. You used to be busy working. Now you're home, you've realized this is not working.
Yes.
That is not working. That needs fixing. All those things become big business. So if you are good at things, let people know. Come up with do-it-yourself kits and ideas.
Yes.
Listen, repairs can be you physically doing a repair, or literally you walking somebody through a repair over the phone.
I love this because talk of a gated community.
Yes.
You're a repair person.
Yes.
You can talk to the community and tell them, on this day of the month, I will come in for the repairs of this and this and this.
There you go.
Or all of you tell me,
gather
what needs to be. For example, let's talk about bicycles. We talked about bicycles.
That can work very well.
You need the kids' bicycles repaired.
Yes.
Can we agree that once a month I will be coming?
I'll come.
That's a business.
There you go.
You talk of electricals. You come and say, in this gate, because now again work has been made easy.
Exactly.
These are gated communities. You can go from one to the other.
Absolutely.
The same thing you talked about a barber.
Yeah.
He can just say, listen, I'm a barber. I'm coming to this estate this day.
And because certain things are being used more than they were being used, especially electrical things.
Yes.
They are now blowing up more. And so they need more repairs than usual. By the way, also, companies that maintain things will soon start outsourcing repair people. So if you are a high-end repair person who knows sophisticated equipment,
yes,
you can become outsourced.
So you could be working for 10 companies.
Yes.
Instead of working for one and stationed in one location.
Yes.
Now you're going different.
So you see how diverse we are going.
Yes.
In terms of the different things that can be done.
We said that we have digital courses.
Yes.
You can become a digital teacher.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Online teaching now.
Yes.
This is one we have to really start thinking about this. You're a teacher. Now we talked about people who can teach anything. Now we're talking about qualified teachers. You see, too many qualified teachers have locked their mind on a job.
I'm looking for a job because I'm a French teacher.
Yes.
You don't think of doing that outside of a school.
Who told you parents don't want to learn French?
Yes.
The world is changing. So there are more people who want to learn French than could afford French in school.
In fact, if you think about it, during the lockdown,
yes,
we had many teachers who, of course, were laid off because the schools are closed, isn't it? But this teacher now goes home, instead of saying, wait, the same subject I used to teach, I can teach that online.
Yes.
So I have classes on Mondays at this time to this time.
Exactly.
I have a break of 3 hours.
Yes.
I have 3 classes a day, and that's it.
And you know what? There are people who were too ashamed to go back to school. But if now you are online,
they can do
finally they can do the course they missed.
Yes.
So online teaching is going to become massive. Instead of us going to school, school will be coming to us.
Just think about how you could transfer skills you already have to online.
Yeah.
Things that work well include, of course, let's talk about health, let's talk about fitness,
Yes.
let's talk about crafts. These are things you can teach online.
Yes.
And you have students who are willing
to
pay.
Absolutely.
You know?
Anything we are thinking of. Let's even take things like life coaching and advice. You know, we talk about how we need to fix issues. We're having issues with students, the mental health.
Yes.
Teach online.
This is something you can teach online. Do you realize now, if you talk about mental health, any parent would pay?
There you go.
Because you do not understand the effect of COVID-19 when it comes to parents.
Yes.
Coming to children.
Yep.
You are telling a guy who was about to do exams that they can't. They are repeating.
There you go.
Those are the things that are affecting children.
Yeah. So someone needs to talk with them.
Yes.
That's a cost people would pay for.
That's a cost, and anyone is willing
You
to
were
pay.
a nutritionist for a hospitality chain.
Yes.
Now, there's no tourism business. You're at home.
Yes.
Teach us nutrition.
These are all skills we're
all
telling you. Transfer them online.
Yes.
Don't just sit home and wait for a job because it might never come. Where we are going into a place where I want to sit home and I can tell you I'm doing 5 courses. But the courses I'm doing, they're finding me at home. I'm not moving.
Yes.
That's what we're looking for.
Yes.
Let's talk about virtual assistants.
That's a big one, but we'll try and connect it.
Okay.
A virtual assistant, remove the word virtual first.
All right.
And ask yourself, what did assistants do? What did PAs do?
Yes.
They used to arrange our calendars, our timings, all the different things we do.
Yes.
They're the same people who can remind you of meetings. Imagine you sitting at home and you usually have 20 people who you to handle their calendar. You remind so-and-so you have a meeting today with so-and-so.
Yes.
When they finish a meeting, they tell you take notes.
So I used to be a PA of 1.
There you go.
Now I can tell you I'm assisting 5 companies, 5 bosses. Now I have 5 bosses.
Yes.
And I have their calendars.
Exactly.
And because I'm working from home, it's so easy for me to coordinate these 5
calendars. So you not only do you coordinate, you can even make bookings. You can remind them that they have a business lunch somewhere.
Yeah.
You can call there and make the booking and confirm it and tell them how many people are coming. You can follow up the other people who should show up for that meeting and let them know if they are coming. There's such a world you can do from home.
Remember, when we talk about COVID-19, there's an age group that is supposed to work from home.
Yes.
When you talk about 58 and above,
exactly.
they're working from home.
Yes.
These are people who need to be set for calendars. These are people who need to be told you have a Zoom meeting.
Sometimes,
I need to come and assist you on setting up your Zoom.
He may not even be able to log.
Yeah.
All you do is send him a link to click on in his WhatsApp.
Just click here.
And he'll auto-log into the meeting.
What a wonderful time to be alive.
Yes.
You can be doing such wonderful jobs.
Absolutely.
And of course, you have satisfaction doing this.
Yeah.
From the comfort of your home.
Exactly.
Yeah?
You can sit at home and be doing customer support for people.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, when people call why something wasn't delivered, the call comes to you at home. You're the one who's handling it.
We've done this in Kenya for international companies.
Yes.
We are saying now that even local companies now can have their customer service.
It's true. You can do that.
Yeah.
You can have somebody you hate doing email. You can have somebody who does all your emails for you, for your clients, and follows up for you. And when the responses come, they zero down and tell you what is important.
Yes.
Now, we have other services like people who write blogs. Listen, more and more media is coming up. They need articles written.
Yes.
They need things put together. They need documents and information put up. You used to be a reporter. You can be a virtual reporter.
Now, because if you talk of blog writing,
yes,
it's become big in this season. It's become big. And also notice the kind of things we are talking about. People didn't have respect before. You know, people didn't appreciate.
Yes.
Right now, not only do they appreciate, they need.
Exactly.
They need these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then the other people, you're telling somebody, listen, you need to have an Instagram, you need to have a Facebook page. It's true, he needs to have it. He doesn't know how to use it.
I don't know what
even though the
do
products work. You can become that assistant.
So you can
who manages social media on behalf of somebody who's doing business.
Yes.
So virtual assistants.
This
that's going to be big.
This goes.
Yes.
The
That's
social
going to
media
be,
management.
Yes.
Now, when we talk about all this, there's something here we have which is called the gig
economy. Gig economy. Now, those in Gen Z are really enjoying my topic when I say the gig economy.
The gig economy.
The word a gig, funnily, came out of a very interesting discussion. Gigs began in the era of bands, live bands.
Okay.
When you got a job, it was called a gig.
Okay.
It meant you went, you played, you were paid, you went home. End of story. No contracts, nothing.
There was that one event.
Exactly.
You're called in, come and play this instrument.
You give your service, you are paid, you go.
Okay.
Until the next time, you are called.
There's a gig.
There's a gig. So you're called for a gig.
Okay.
So that has happened in so many aspects. The gig thing has moved into so many dimensions, but it's going to become normal now. Which means many of the things we're talking about is you're going to move into a world where you're paid per assignment. Sometimes we call it freelance jobs, whatever it is. So there are agencies who will sometimes be calling you for your expertise.
You know the problem I'm hearing there?
Yes.
Is when you're stuck on this is what I do.
Exactly.
This is where I work. You identify more with the place you work than what you do.
Exactly.
Because if you talk of a gig company, this is a freelancer. That's what you'd call a freelancer.
That's it.
But can you imagine, for example, let me say somebody who plays an instrument.
Yes.
And you've been contracted by 10 hotels.
Simple.
5-star hotels. Just come and play music.
They're just gigs.
So I'm coming on a Thursday, I'm coming to this place. So do I tell you that I work for this hotel or that hotel? No.
Simple.
I'm a gig company.
Yes.
All by myself.
Let's even use music and let's take that gig into another sphere.
Okay.
I'm a musician.
Yes.
I write songs. I need to produce. We don't have time. So what we will do, I'll put a soundtrack out there. I'll get somebody and tell me, I'm looking for a guitar guy to put a guitar track on that.
Okay.
That's a gig. I pay you for that. We're done.
And you're gone.
I want somebody else who will put in the drums because that's what they're good at. Done. I want somebody who will mix it and put it online. So it's gigs. So gigs are going to be in every field. Doesn't matter what your expertise is. You'll be looking out for gigs.
So you need to go back and ask yourself, what's my skill? Because my skill is what we're talking about could be needed for this one thing.
Yeah.
Now, you don't say, I do music production, therefore I need all these skills together. No, listen, yours is needed somewhere.
That's it.
Tomorrow you will be releasing music and you need someone to...
Yes.
I mean, this is a wonderful season.
Yeah. So
and what a wonderful way to work.
Yes.
I think you're even enjoying
And that
yourself.
is why I said everything we're discussing requires that online presence.
Yes.
There are places, today already organizations like that, where you go and post your skill and ability.
Yes.
Some people say, listen, I'm just good at doing logos. There I am. You get gigs.
Just do my logo and that's it. Somebody else will come and do payment gateway.
Yes.
And that's it.
That's it.
Look at that.
It's going to be the gig economy.
Yes.
Because why the gig? People will no longer have massive overheads. People will want assignments done. So when I have a project, is when I look for people to do it.
Come and do for me this, and after that we are done.
I will not employ people and keep them there.
Notice we are saying that. Now you can proudly say, what do you do? I have a gig company.
Yes.
Meaning, I have skills that are required out there,
exactly.
and I'm only contracted per requirement.
That's all.
That's all. I offer my services and I'm out of the place.
Yes. And you know, it's funny, we're already beginning to see the gig idea in the courier motorcycle business.
Oh, yes.
It's a gig. Uber is a gig.
That is. Come, pick me, drop
no
me and
Uber
go.
driver works for Uber.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a gig. You just have to be part of the gig economy by your field. So that when people come looking, they know. That's how it's going to happen. We will not have any more, oh, this is a house building or painting or servicing company. No. The house servicing company will be an individual.
Yes.
That individual is a master at finding gigs. He'll get a painter, he'll get a this, he'll get a that.
Let me give you an example. Right now, of course, we have house repairs going on.
Yes.
We have one guy who is getting the painter.
Yes.
Who is getting the tiles guy.
Yes.
Who is getting the repair person. I don't want to look for all those people.
Simple.
Neither do I want to deal with 5 companies.
Exactly.
For me, I prefer this one guy who comes in and tells me, I can paint your house.
Yes.
In fact, this is the person who said, okay, can you also repair this? He says, yes.
Yes.
What we didn't understand at that point in time is, of course, I have this one company where I now contract people.
Yes.
Per assignment.
Absolutely. So there will be 2 types of gig companies. There will be the guy who has a list of people he contracts per job.
Yes.
But there will be the guy who is a gig broker.
Okay.
Which simply means this.
Okay.
He finds the people for you. He doesn't coordinate. So you'll tell him, listen, I need somebody to do only this.
I want that one.
Yes. He'll go and get you that one person.
Yes.
And you and that person will pay that person.
Yeah.
You'll have paid him for his service. And maybe he has an arrangement with a gig person.
Let me tell you.
To make his commission.
Maybe as we are getting into this perfected gig company thing.
Yes.
Right now, we're in a gated community.
Yes.
When I need, for example, when I need a house help.
Yes.
I just post in the group. We have a WhatsApp group. And you just post there and say, I want a house help for 2 weeks.
That's it.
Not for 1 year.
Only 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Gigs.
Somebody comes and says, I have people coming into the country. Who knows where they can stay for
this amount of time? Gig.
I have my fridge broken down. Who knows who can defend?
There you go.
Notice that's what you're talking about.
We've entered the gig economy.
Gig economy.
And nobody wants a company.
Nobody, no. Now we want that one person.
We want the individual.
And the good thing with an individual here, if you're good, we recommend you because in the group also, we tell each other, by the way,
don't take so-and-so.
Don't talk to this person.
Simple.
Because one job that you messed up, that whole estate will not come
Because in the gig economy, we don't have time to go back and make complaints to the company.
Yes.
You send somebody, tomorrow send another. We don't want to know.
Refund my money.
No. People move on.
Yes.
They get somebody better and they move on.
So that tells me also, if you're in that space, you better have what is called reputation.
Yes.
How do I build my reputation? If you don't know how to build, look for another gig company who
can build your reputation. This is the word, collaboration.
Collaboration, it's beautiful.
There we go.
It's beautiful.
So this is the season we're in.
All right. Let's talk about cleaning services.
Cleaning services.
Yes.
We are entering a season where the whole issue is, you know, because of COVID and because of the strain and the stress of COVID, we've entered a very interesting space. In that space, cleaning is no longer what it used to be. We need efficient cleaning companies who are not just, in the past, cleaning was a cyclic job. Make the place look good. Not anymore.
Yes.
Make the place COVID compliant.
Compliant. So we're talking about sanitization?
Yes. Before and after.
Yes.
In other words, now it's not a joke. Now before a meeting, cleaning. Post a meeting, cleaning. Before a company comes into at work, cleaning. When they leave, cleaning. So if you're in that space now, people need to know, not that you can clean. Notice, though it's a cleaning company, not that you can clean, but you can make the place safe.
We are no longer looking for cleanliness, we are looking for safety.
Thank you.
And when we talk about COVID-19 compliance, we are saying that we are going beyond you washed this place.
No.
We want to know, what did you use?
Can we be, yes, what product did you use?
What did you use?
We want to be safe. And for safety, people will pay more.
Oh, yes.
And now this becomes a big deal. It doesn't matter which way you go. Even if you are doing what we call house managers, people who come and work, or maids, or whatever you call them, they have to become COVID compliant. So we need now organizations that can guarantee us that that person coming into our environment has been in what we call deep cleaning services.
Actually, when you talk of cleaning services now, this becomes a service, first of all, that is required everywhere. Because when you talk of events, you need a company to come and clean, or rather sanitize, sanitization before the event starts.
Exactly.
All right?
Yes.
After the event, we still need that. So we are no longer walking into events because you have a wedding or because you have a birthday. We want to know, are we safe?
You know what is happening? In the past, cleaning services had to do with image. We want the place to be
beautiful, nice.
Now it's not an option.
Yes.
But now, without it being an option, we also want to know more about your services your technology, your procedures, your staff.
Yes.
So that opportunity is going to widen. Post-COVID, cleaning services is going to become bigger and bigger. Listen, cleaning services are going to become like the Googles and all these companies that thrive in a crisis.
Yes.
Cleaning companies are
actually that's one of them. If you look at now, when you look at even in Kenya now, when you talk about the companies that were thriving in the crisis,
yes,
cleaning services are one of
Absolutely.
them. Delivery is one of
yes.
them. Delivery services.
Exactly. And you know why cleaning? Because cleaning will be involved with everybody.
Yes.
Whether I'm in delivery, I'll need the services.
I need your services. Yes.
Because you must teach me sanitation. So cleaning services are going to expand beyond cleaning. They are going to create products that everybody can use.
Yes.
They're going to create products that even the delivery guy can use.
So you're talking about cleaning services diversifying to a
Going
place
into
of
products.
So I'm not just cleaning your house. I'm
Yes.
telling you after I leave
Yes.
here,
Yes.
you can use this.
And into kits
Yes.
that everybody can use. That's why they are on our list.
I think that is why sometimes you say, guys, you need to borrow a leaf from China because Chinese are the ones who come up. They see a crisis and always think, what can I use for
Exactly.
this? What can I do with this?
Absolutely.
So we are talking about services that you can do. Don't sit down and say, I lost my job. Don't sit down and say, my business closed or wrapped up because of the COVID-19. We are saying that in this place, what can we do? In this place, how do you repurpose, reinvent yourself and start offering your services online? Now, that is what we call business unusual. Keep tracking.